She's a journalist, TV host, actress, reality star, and now she's also an author who, in her newest book, The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness, explains how she lost 40 pounds. She went from a size 14 to a size 2 and has managed to keep it off. Maria Menounos is here now to tell us all about that and much, much more. So first of all, I didn't even know you had weight to lose. Like, I didn't realize that you were going through a weight loss process at all. What made you want to do it?
Well, I remember, you know, every year I was gaining more and more weight, and I was a size 14, and my 14s got tight.
Oh.
And I didn't want to purchase a pair of size 16 pants. So that and the fact that my dad was diabetic, and I started to think about the fact that I need to look long-term at my health, forced me to do it. And luckily I did, because this past Friday, my doctor gave me some results of my blood tests that said that I'm at a 5.7 on the blood test that tells you whether you're pre-diabetic or not, and I'm at high risk / pre-diabetic.
Oh my God.
So had I not lost the weight, I would be diabetic right now.
Wow, so it was as much a health thing as anything else.
Absolutely, and that's what the whole book is about. It really is about looking, you know, down the line and thinking, what choices am I making now that will help me to have a healthier, better tomorrow, rather than waiting till you're there and you're in the doctor's office getting that bad news. And a lot of it is controllable with healthy eating and diet. And for people who do have to lose weight, I lost 40 pounds without time, without money, and without willpower. And so I teach you exactly how to do that.
That's awesome, because I have none of those things. Was it tough to leave extra?
Yeah, it's always tough to leave anywhere you've been for a while. You know, it's, you know, there's the people that you just love and are going to be sad to say goodbye to, but it's life. And, you know, you have to keep growing and moving forward. So if there's a better opportunity in life, you have to take it, and then...
No, you absolutely do. Mario Lopez was here not too long ago.
Oh, was he?
And we were talking, he said nothing but good things. But, you know, obviously there have been rumors that you two didn't get along and stuff like that, and we did ask him about that. Here's what he said.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, there's in this business, there's always rumors floating around, and people making up a lot of stories. We get along just fine, and she's got a lot on her plate. I've got a lot on my plate, and everything's fine at work. And so, you know, I wouldn't read too much into that.
I love the bikini picture. I'm like, so. I was just really mad to have to be in cold weather in a bikini.
Exactly. That must be tough. But I bet you won't miss that.
I thought that was Juliana Rancic with him for a second there. I couldn't tell. She was just on set with us on Extra, so I was like, is that her?
Exactly.
And then I realized.
What's the other rumor? So let's deal with both of those. First, Mario, there's always rumors that, why do you think that there were rumors that you two didn't get along? What's the root of that?
I mean, I've had people say, you know, various things like, how come he never comes to your parties or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I've gone to his things, and so people just...
Did it bother you that he didn't come to yours?
No, if he doesn't want to come to a party, it's his loss. I thought they were good at the party. But, you know, people say whatever they say. I just try to stay focused on the positive in my work. I don't want to look back at any drama or anything like that.
That's a good thing.
And I think the worst thing that happens in our business is when women are pitted up against each other.
Well, that was the concern about Juliana, right? You got there, they're like, oh, she's taking her job. It's going to be a disaster. They don't get along.
And that's not the case. In fact, I will say that there was a moment very early on in my career where I was offered to replace somebody, and I refused it, and I always have, and I always will.
Really?
And maybe that's not the best business decision, but unless someone is leaving on their own right or the job is completely vacant, I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to come in and just take a position?
No.
Any chance I can get you to tell me who that was?
I can't, but only because I don't want them to feel bad.
Gotcha.
But
you can give me a hint, like, does it rhyme
I have,
with something?
very strong kind of morals and integrity, and I don't like that. And I hate when people pit women up against each other. I see people doing that with Erin Andrews, and I'm like, why are people even saying this stuff? I don't know where it comes from, but I do. I know that behind the scenes, people love to stir this up because maybe she's in a contract negotiation and they want to be like, oh, well, guess what? We're going to go get somebody else. And they do that to all of us, and it's really sad, and I hate it.
But I typed in your name.
Okay.
And here's what, can y'all see this at home? Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Nothing bad, don't worry. Allure, Twitter, measurement slip, hot. You always want hot to be in the list.
Hey.
Boyfriend, and underwear malfunction.
It was actually a bikini malfunction. It was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. I wanted to just not come up from that water.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
What happened?
It sucked. Well, it was kind of an irregular bathing suit, and I didn't really realize it, obviously, until I had a problem, but it was like always kind of just not fitting right.
Yeah.
And we were playing sports in the ocean, and 1,000 photographers just lined up out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh God, now I have to get out of the water, and then they're gonna get a cellulite shot. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the water. So I stayed in the water as long as I could, and then I was starting to prune, and I finally came out, and I'm like, these people are not stopping. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, is Britney Spears behind me? What's
Right,
going on? Oh no, my vagina's out. That's it.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow, is that the most embarrassing moment for
It
you?
was like a couple minutes before midnight, New Year's Eve, when my Twitter was blowing up, my phone was blowing up, and all my guy friends were like, now we know what it looks like. And I'm like, I hate you. And I was with all these publicists, and I'm having a freak attack, and then I realized, I have to now just embrace this. Comedy must rule. So then I started just showing all my guy friends at the party I was at. I'm like, hey, look, because you're going to see it anyway.
Right, let's just get this out of the
Let me
way.
take control of the situation now.
Pretty good.
Ah! Oh, what? Shit. I didn't scare you.
I am hardened from all this.
I am hardened? I worked so hard. I crawled on my hands and knees.
I saw you out of the corner.